Hello, welcome to AFMA Gardens. Today in the audience I have two groups from Kikuyu sub-county where I'll take them through a demonstration on strawberry processing, and we shall make strawberry jam, strawberry juice and strawberry smoothie. For the strawberry jam, we'll need ripe fresh strawberries, white sugar and lemon juice. So before you can handle your food, you have to ensure that you have clean hands, you have washed them with flowing water and soap. The other thing is that you have to have your hair covered, because hair can easily break and fall onto what you're preparing. So it is a rule that you have to be clean, even what you're wearing has to be clean. You have to wash your food too. Whatever it is that you are processing has to be clean. As we have done with our strawberries, they are washed and they are clean. When you're processing strawberries, you have to dehull the strawberries, and dehulling means removing this green part, that is the sepal, because you'll not need it when you'll be making your strawberries, so that it remains neat, clean without the sepal. Ready for the next step of chopping. Now we do the chopping. Chopping essentially is for easing the work of blending, so that you blend without straining the machine. And after chopping our strawberries, we shall now blend them. Kate can continue with the chopping. Now that we are through with the cutting, we can now start the process of blending the fruit into a pulp. When making jam, you have to work with ratios. And the ratio when you're making strawberry jam is 3:2. You can use whichever container you have, but maintain those ratios if you want to make a good jam. Why we are using such a ratio with strawberries is because strawberries has less pectin than other fruits.
Excuse me, what is pectin?
Pectin is an enzyme that is found in fruits. Some fruits have more pectin than others. In fruits that have less pectin, you use less sugar when you're making the jam. But if a fruit has more pectin, you use more sugar. That time you can use a ratio of 1:1. For me, I shall use this cup as my measure, and I'll measure 3 cups of strawberries, put them in the blender and blend them uniformly. At this point, we are going to add 2 cups of sugar into the puree and half a cup of lemon juice in the puree. If you exceed the amounts, what will happen is that your jam will be very, very runny. You measure half a cup of the juice, and it's actually just half. The reason as to why you are putting lemon is lemon acts as a preservative, and it also gives it the pectin that is needed to make the jam set. You have to ensure that your sugar is fully dissolved. After this, we'll have to cook our mixture for 20 minutes or until it sets. Setting means that it gets that jelly-like consistency, or it becomes hard to drop. It will not be as runny as it is now. When you lift it with your mwiko, it will be hard to drop. When we start cooking the jam, we start it on low fire, and then you shall increase the heat gradually when it starts to boil. We have to keep on stirring so that our jam does not stick at the bottom, because if it does that, then it will burn and it will attain a very dark color that is not desirable. So after the 20 minutes, the jam has set. It has attained the jelly-like consistency and it is hard to drop. It is no longer runny, but it's hard to drop. That means that our jam is ready. And that is how easy it is to make strawberry jam. And this is something that you can go into as a business venture. For those who are growing strawberries like Mike, you can add value to your strawberries so that now you take into the market the processed product. For you who are not into strawberry growing, you can think of buying these strawberries from Mike. You add value and you sell to the supermarkets, the hotels, and even to your neighbors. And then you will be in business.